political discussion. Two meetings are hot now. I would rather say two meetings are very hot. One meeting of American president and Russia president that's set to happen in 3 weeks time frame in Hungary, Budapest. And another meeting that is in news now, that is meeting of Mr. Donald Trump, President of United States, and President of China, Mr. Xi Jinping in South Korea, and that is set to happen on 30th and 31st of October. Anyway, news is surfacing that Vladimir Putin is not very hopeful for the discussion, and they have tried nuclear training drill. Nuclear training drill means they are now practicing their nuclear test now. More or less looks like Russia is planning to have a nuclear attack on the Ukraine. And this is something that is infuriated Mr. Donald Trump. That in 3 weeks when we are going to meet in Budapest, then what was the reason to conduct nuclear training test, nuclear training drill? Now in that manner, in hurry, United States as a government, they have placed a sanction against two oil giants in Russia now. One is Rosneft and another is Lukoil, 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 and another is Rosneft. We will talk about it. Now these two companies, wherever they have asset now, these two companies are the giant in the Russia, oil giant, and these two companies they have refineries in Russia, and they have share in the refineries across the globe wherever Russian crude oil is going. Means they are kind of Russian crude oil controller. They control Russian crude oil. So if Russian crude oil comes to Naira Energy and Reliance in Gujarat, then they have share in the Reliance Energy and Reliance and Naira Energy. If the Rosneft and Lukoil, if their share in any refinery is more than 50%, then that refinery would come under sanction again. Anyway, Naira Energy is already sanctioned through the European Union already done. Now Rosneft and Lukewarm from the Russia, they are next in turn now. Okay, in that manner, what would happen? Any business of the Luke Oil and Rosneft around the globe, they will be seized, especially in United States. No one can do any transaction with these two companies. And Mr. Donald Trump, he has requested everyone around the globe to do same with these two companies. Whatever account they are maintaining, whatever business they are maintaining, whatever land they have, whatever offices they have, everything need to be seized now. All their employees, they cannot come to the office around the globe. Right now, this sanction is strict in United States. That is the one thing. Second thing is there are set of ship means trade ship, that belong to G7 country as far as trading of crude oil is concerned. But Russia has their own ship, and around, I believe, more than 300 ships they have already sanctioned, blocked. Means at least they cannot cross Suez Canal and something like that, where they have complete control. Now around more than 100 ships they have sanctioned again. More than around, I believe, more than 500 ships. The crude oil ship they have already monitoring, they have sanctioned from the Rosneft and Lukoil. So this is what is the biggest movement that is being seen from the United States to the Russia. What will happen to the Budapest summit? Budapest summit is cancelled now. Donald Trump has now he has kind of he is talking about he is blaming Mr. Putin for not having the summit, not having the meeting. So he is the reason. He is the point to be blamed. So now it is cancelled, Budapest meeting with Mr. Vladimir Putin and Mr. Donald Trump. Okay, what is the impact on India, that we will talk now. Now if I talk about America's target as Russia is concerned, America target as Iran and Hamas and Houthi is settled down. So looks like more or less that Palestine and Israel region is settled down and it is under control now. Now the last one is the Ukraine, and Donald Trump is now fighting to control the Ukraine war so that expenditure should be zero in the Ukraine war. And then they can dig out all the rare earth metal available in Ukraine. In Ukraine has, I forgot the name of the rare earth metal, and that is very costly one. So America would dig it out, and it can earn a lot through that rare earth metal, or at least it can save a lot of money through that rare earth metal. Anyway, so if Ukraine is the target, then Russia is the target. And when Russia is the target, then there are three countries on the target. One country is European Union, one country is India, and one country is China. They are buying heavy amount of crude oil or a liquid natural gas, liquefied natural gas LN, LNG from the Russia. European Union buy liquefied natural gas, and India and China they buy crude oil from the Russia. Now they are targeting one by one. Now Mr. Donald Trump has reiterated, I believe third time. 1 week back, first time, then day before yesterday, second time, or day before yesterday, on the eve of Diwali. And yesterday again he reiterated that Indian Prime Minister has assured him that by December, the more or less complete crude oil purchase from Russia will be zero, more or less, almost zero. And it cannot be zero at any moment, it cannot be zero because they have to raise a kind of purchase order, and purchase order has already been raised for 8 to 12 weeks. So they have started closing down all the new purchase order. Whatever purchase order has been sent, for that crude oil would come. So maximum till December, the crude oil purchase from Russia will be zero. If people are watching our video, then we had said 3 months back or 4 months back only that India will disconnect from the Russia. India would detach from the Russia, and it will go along with the United States, because Prime Minister is like that. He can die for money. Now what we will talk about is this nonsense person. We will talk nicely about him. What nonsense he what nonsense he is doing with Vladimir Putin, and what nonsense he is doing with the Indian people out here. The way he openly cheating Indian people. Anyway, now so Indian problem as far as buying Russian crude oil is over. By December, there won't be any crude oil purchase from Russia because new purchase order is not being raised. China. So Donald Trump is going to China to settle it down. So 26, 27, 28, Donald Trump will be personally, he would be present in ASEAN summit in Malaysia, I believe. There he would be personally present out there. And then Brazil President Mr. Lula da Silva, he will also come there. And then they will have discussion out there to alleviate the tensed situation that is going on between Brazil and United States. Then he would head to Japan. There he would meet Mr. Sanyo Takaichi, new Prime Minister of Japan. And then he would head to the South Korea on 30th, 31st. There he would meet Mr. Xi Jinping. He is very hopeful that if he gives a low, this is called low resistance, shunt, low resistance to China, then China would agree to detach crude oil purchase from the Russia. Now let's talk about European Union. European Union has declared that it is going with 19th sanction on Russia. 19th sanction on Russia. Mean European Union has declared they are not going to raise a new purchase order for the liquefied petroleum gas to the Russia. The way India has said that they are not going to raise a new purchase order of the crude oil, European Union has also declared that they are not going to purchase crude oil from the Russia. New purchase order will not be raised. Whatever has been raised, that they are also trying to restrict it. More or less, Russia is in position where no money will come to the Russia. European Union, India, and China, they will come completely detached from the Russia, and Russia will come to a situation where funding for it to its military will be zero, and then war will be over. This is what Donald Trump is dreaming now. This is what I would say. This is what he is dreaming now. What's going on behind the scene? This is the news, plain news, that United States, European Union, India, they have already declared getting detached from the Russia. And Donald Trump, when he is visiting 26th of October to 31st of October to Malaysia, Japan, and South Korea, where he would meet Brazil president, and then ASEAN nation countries like Burma, Thailand, Cambodia, and then to the Japanese Prime Minister, and then to the South Korean Mr. Chinese President. Now, game of Russia will be completely over, and then war will be over. This is the what Donald Trump is dreaming. I would rather say dreaming, because we will give the reason why he is dreaming like so. Anyway, India will do whatever it is committed to do. But we will talk about Donald Trump. Why he is dreaming like Donald Trump is behaving like he is the president of most powerful country in the world, and he would dictate now. Means you have to do like this, you have to do like this, and you have to do like this. United States global export of goods global export is $1 trillion, and China's goods export is $3.5 trillion. China is exporting goods 3.5 times than America. Why China would oblige to United States? That is a very big question. China is considered as a Waterloo for United States now. Okay, everyone understands that when Mr. Donald Trump would reach South Korea, China will refuse doing obligation, means obliging to Mr. Donald Trump. China will certainly refuse that, and that's it called bootstrap, or that is something called hole that will grow. If China will make a hole, then it will grow. Okay, if China makes a hole, then it will grow. Means other countries they will try to follow China only. Okay, if you are a you are powerful country only when your products are being sold around the globe. Then only you are powerful for country, because every country they think about their dependency on you, how much they are dependent on you. Okay, if whatever product they are using in their country, it is made by your country, and you stop exporting those products to that country, then they will come to the trouble. They will come into the trouble. That's why they fear through you. Now products are, so if we see in past America has a control, or rather I would say G7 country. G7 had country had a complete control over electronics product around the globe. Complete. From the television antenna to the television broadcasting to satellite technology to everything from radio to transistor to computer to everything, they had complete control. G7 country means Japan, Italy, Germany, France, United Kingdom, Canada, and United States, G7 country. They had complete control. No one had dare. 70% of the total wealth of the globe was with these countries only. Now they have less than 50%. Whatever they were saying, everyone must follow it. They had control over the crude oil ships also, everything. Now China has full control over the globe. Why China would hear Mr. Donald Trump? That is a big question now. China would follow Donald Trump to weaken itself only, because China is dependent upon Russia as far as the global power is concerned. If China goes against Russia, then China would weaken itself only. Why it would do like so? If Donald Trump is threatening to put 155% tariff on China, let it go away. Let it go like this only. Why they would bend? They will control complete rare earth metals. They will make it to zero. Then no American company can make any electronic chip. Then they will be forced to invest in China. The economic condition of United States will go down even worse. Even worse. Okay. They have many more dependency on Chinese technology and so and so. So Mr. Xi Jinping is not going to bend now. This is for sure. So Donald Trump will be in trouble. Donald Trump or United States is not in condition to order someone now. Means that is the crude reality. They cannot order anyone. Their technology is not that too. Electronic industry from transistor to electric car to anything, everything comes from China. Everything. From the fighter jet, passenger aeroplane, everything China is manufacturing. Why anyone would go towards America? America has only one company who manufactures a smartphone, that is Apple phone, and that is very costly. It only very rich people can buy Apple phone. But China has tens or hundreds of companies they manufacture a smartphone, and those are very cheap. Anyone can afford it around the globe. This mobile through which recording is going on, this is also a Chinese mobile only. Everything, tripod to this mic to everything is Chinese only. No one can afford buying American electronic product. They are very costly. 10 times costly or something like that. So why Xi Jinping would bend in front of Donald Trump? There is no reason for it. And once there is a hole, then a hole will widen. And then finally, America would not be able to tackle Russia the way it is dreaming now. This is what I am saying. Then what will happen? European Union will go along the China one because they are unnecessary in trouble because of America. If they are not buying liquefied natural gas from Russia, then where from they will buy? Because they have expenditure. They are using it, then they will go and bend in front of some other country like Qatar. Qatar has liquefied natural gas. Bahrain, they have. Now they will buy from them at higher prices and unnecessarily they will bend in front of them. That is not required. At the end, they will go with the Russia only. Russia is not in trouble. United States is in trouble. That is what I would say. Let's talk about India now. When India is saying that purchase order to the Russian crude oil company, it has been stopped and whatever has been raised till that December only crude oil would come. Now let's see the kind of situation of we. I believe we would be the first one who had said that 3 months back, Bernie, that India will detach from Russia to attach to United States. That is for sure. And that is what is going on. Now, 2 months back, when 50% tariff was slapped on India, Indian Prime Minister was vocal for the vocal for local, use only domestic product. One side he was talking to Indian people, use domestic product, and other side he was cancelling the purchase order to the Russian company. Both things he was doing. Means he was cheating Vladimir Putin, who saved India in India-Pakistan war. If S-400 was not S-400 anti-missile system was not given by Russia, what would have happened to India when Pakistan was attacking with deadly Chinese missiles? What would happen to India? Okay, one side he is cheating Vladimir Putin, other side he is cheating Indian people. Vocal now he is silent now. Where is vocal for local gone? Because now Donald Trump is vocal now. He is vocal now that India would detach from the Russia very soon. Means slowly they are reducing the purchase of crude oil. This news surfaced 1 week back officially, 1 week back officially, and now anyone would jump on me, but that the Indian government has denied it openly that they are not stopping purchasing crude oil from the Russia. Then why you are saying like this? Go and see the equity market, share market, Bombay Stock Exchange for past 1 week when Donald Trump revealed that Indian Prime Minister has assured him that he is not purchasing crude oil from the Russia now, then equity share markets since 1 week or 10 days, it is growing day by day. Share market is growing in an assumption that relationship of India and United States is going to be normal now. Means the trade tariff from 50% it is going to come down to 10%, 15%. More or less $86 billion trade, goods trade of India to United States would resume again. And in that equity market is growing now. Anyone can see. For past 7 days or 10 days, equity market in Bombay, it is going up step by step, not going down on any day. It is going up only. This is proving that economic analysts they are finding Donald Trump correct and perfect, not Indian Prime Minister or Indian government. They are also believing that American president is true, he is right, and India and United States anytime they will have normal relationship the way they used to have earlier. Means tariff will go down, come down from 50%, and then export will go up. In that anticipation, share market is going up. Anyway, let share market go up. But Indian people they have learnt lesson from this prime minister. This person is a cheating person. Vladimir Putin would have learnt a big lesson from this person. When war comes, then he remember S-400. Now see how he is cancelling the order. And Indian people for past 2 months they are hitting their head against vocal for local only. Now they are seeing that past 2 months how this person is cheating them. Vocal for local means he is only vocal for his pocket only or government's pocket, whatever it is. Only that is the primary, not the country, nothing. He is cheating 150 crore people of India for past 2 months, vocal for local. Now stock exchange to everyone has understood that Indian government is lying. Donald Trump is true, correct. he is saying true. In that manner, future is bright as far as trade with the United States is concerned. But I would rather say future is completely dark as far as the Indian market is concerned. People have taken a path now for vocal for local. They are not going to buy American product. That is for sure. Okay, because the way they put 50% tariff, same way they can put 500% tariff also. Why to rely upon someone who is changeable? Okay, better you should, better if you are bad, if you are bad, then don't change. That is better than you are good bad good bad, you are flipping your color. So that is not, you should be anticipated. So in now the war of the Indian government is not with the United States or Pakistan, it is with the home, its own civilian only. Now civilians are understanding how they are getting cheated through this prime minister. Now they have to take their own decision. Now they cannot look at him and they do whatever he is saying. So